Hey everybody, this is episode 3 of Live Long Shots here, getting ready for the weekend, which will cover June 3rd and 4th. It is Friday. Sorry for a little bit late. I was waiting for the morning lines to post at Belmont and a couple other tracks. And also, I'm kind of a little all over the place. I'm in a NHC tournament for our Friday as well. I've got 2 entries in that, and just got beat by a second selection. My top selection was the 9, Clever Thought. If you watch Belmont's card selections, the full selections that we put out, as well as the pick 4. So 8-1 would have been great instead of the 4-5 favorite to start the pick 4. But that's just me rambling. If you've watched the first episodes from Memorial Day weekend, the goal of live long shots in this weekly podcast is to give morning line 6-1 or greater horses that I feel have some value in however you want to play them. There's really no right or wrong way to play these. If you want to add them in a pick 4, if you want to play them in a super, you know, uh, a high 5, a pick 3, a pick 4, however you want to play them across the board. I'll try to keep ROI across the board, win, place, and show. Last week, we got our ass kicked a bit. The one horse that did win out of the horses we gave, and that was probably another mistake on my end too, which I'm going to get better at, is and if you didn't hear me, someone just called, so I was probably just talking. Um, but I gave out like 14 horses, so it's an awful lot for each of the days. So I'm going to try to cut that back a bit too, which I did in this episode. Um, the one horse that was probably the most promising that we got the morning line late on was on Monday in the Big Apple Showcase, whatever they call it now. It used to be the New York Stallion Series Day. Was Kazuki, the James Bond horse, the Jimmy Bond horse out of Caraconte. It came second and it was like 19-1. But by then it was like the last fucking horse that ran for us. So even to make up any ROI anyway, it would have been kind of dog shit. But it was like 19-1. I think it came third. I think it was like 940 to show. And it just got beat out for second. Or just closed in the third. I really don't remember at this point. But we've got five selections for the weekend. Feel like is a little bit more spot on. Uh, we're gonna go through Saturday, then Sunday, as well as a recap of all of them. So it's 5 total selections for the weekend. Um, if you don't know me, my name's Dave. I'm the creator of Therostat, and I'll do a tag and hook at the end. But um, the Uh, the Belmont pick 4 is out for today. We've got 1-5 with 1-2-8 with 2-5-6-7-8 right now. There's a Penn Mile pick 4 if you want to play it. I don't know if this will come out in time, but the Penn Mile is tonight as well, June 2nd. And we've got Delaware and Belmont for tomorrow already posted, which is Saturday, the 3rd. So we're going to jump right in. We've got the 3rd, 4th, and then we'll do a recap. Um, and we're going to look at the 3rd. There's 2 horses right now that are on my eye. They're both at Delaware, which is either a good thing or a bad thing for some of us. I grew up in Delaware, so I'm a Delaware guy. But some people hate to play it, some people love to play it, some people love to hate to play it. So we're gonna look at Saturday. The first horse of mine isn't also eligible, so we may only have one shot at this tomorrow. But I feel like the 11 in her cups will draw in. It's my top selection. If you listen to Delaware when it's posted, it should already be posted for tomorrow. But in her cups, also eligible. Delaware Park Race 6 is a 5 furlong maiden special weight on the turf. Currently it's a 13 horse field, 2 maiden track onlys, and 3 also eligibles, including this one. So could scratch down to a field of 11 before also eligible, so a field of 8 to 10, if my math's right. In her cups, though, is a... If she draws in, if she doesn't, then all of this is just a waste of all of our time. But I'm marking and I'm earmarking that she draws in. In her cups is a mare out of Stay Thirsty. Is coming off of a long layoff here. Trains at Fair Hill, so shipping in from Fair Hill. Raced at Laurel, came fourth last out in October, and actually was placed third due to a DQ. Was checked in the stretch, but since then has been working pretty well. So we're going to go back to April. April ran a bullet. Well, he was the only horse working out. May 2nd ran a bullet, 1 of 2. May 9th, 2 of 3. May 18th, 5 of 7. So just a light work, going 5 furlongs on the all-weather, and then a 3 furlong work, 1 of 5, going 36 and 4, which is 12-second furlongs. So I think if this horse can stay clear, not be on the front end, be close to it, a little off the pace, this horse should close into it. The dam is basically the reason, the breeding on this horse is basically the reason why I'm taking it. The rest of this field, to me, pedigree-wise, so-so, a CSE for those that speak Spanish. But the dam, though, Dynamatic is a Dynaformer mare. Of this mare, Jonathan Mendoza aboard for Robert Manchio. Not Ralph Macchio, but Robert I don't know how to say his fucking name. But the trainer I have no stats on. Has a bullet work on the outside and a Dynaformer mare that's in the money with 57% of her production and starters. I'm going to take that. So our first selection, which may or may not be in the mix come tomorrow, is the 11, also eligible, Delaware Park Race 6, live Longshot in her cups. Morning line is 12 to 1. I'll take it if she scratches. Add this horse to your stable alert, or however you keep track of horses. Equibase. I don't know if Horse Races Now still exists. One of those, whatever stable alert you can do, I would put her in that mix to keep an eye on. If she doesn't run here, she's running in sprints, which is interesting. I would, if anyone's got an ear to this trainer, I would put her long on the turf, but that's just me. Got to break this maiden though. The next race though is also at Delaware Park. This one may not. It's morning line 10 to 1. This happened to us in the finale last week. That's our only win. Was on the main track, and the horse was supposed to be like 8 to 1, and it went off as the favorite. Paid like $6. So the other race on on Saturday is going to be our second live long shot, Delaware Park Race 8. The number 2, my friend Linus. Morning line is 8 to 1. This is a race 8 at Delaware Park. Final race on Saturday is a mile and 70 yards. $5,000 claiming race. The 3, 4, and 5 are the early speed. This horse has more late speed than the rest of them have early. So if this horse can just stay clean, stay clear. I don't know if it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Hopefully not in Delaware. I should have like a bunch of people I could text and find out, but uh, I think it's supposed to be clear. This gelding out of Uptown Charlie Brown is a morning line 8-1, coming off of a layoff since September. Really no works to write home about, but the dam, whatever she wants, has had 43 starts out of her starters, 44% in the money, 133% ROI. Median win dollars is $12.20. Um, and then from here, this horse has not only won it at this distance, 2 of 8, 4 of 8 in the money, so 50% in the money. But this gelding, my friend Linus, 4 wins out of 30 starts at Delaware. And fuck, all 4 wins have been at Delaware. 2 of them at the distance. This horse has also been in the money. Every time this horse has not run at Delaware, this horse hasn't done anything. So this horse is a horse for the course, I would say, because it's 18 of 30 in the money at Delaware. Has run 2 other times, and none of those stats have hit the board at all. So even though this horse is coming off a long layoff, this horse loved Delaware Park. So our second live long shot for the weekend on June 3rd, live long shots episode 3. We're looking at Delaware Park, race 8. My friend Linus, horse for the course here. In race 8, number 2, my friend Linus, morning line is 8-1. We're going to jump over to Sunday, and this is going to be, we got 3 right now on Sunday. And I'm going to make this smaller so you can see it. I'll put me right here. We got 3 on Sunday in episode 3, June 4th. Our first one, Monmouth Park, race 8. Monmouth Park race 8 is a turf race on Sunday. Race 8. And real quick, I gotta check Monmouth Park right now because Monmouth Park race 5 is a race of ours in our NHC tournament. If you're watching or you're playing, I got 6-8 at Monmouth Park in entries 1 and 2. Monmouth Park race 8 is a mile and a 16th, claiming 12.5 on the turf. We've got 10 horses before the AE, so 14 total horses. It'll scratch down to 10 in some way, shape, or form in race 8. The horse I like, the 11, is going to go out to the front. I think the 8's going to be chasing the... Actually, if the 11 scratches out, the 11 won't do that whatsoever because the 11 isn't also eligible. The 8 will be out front. The 5 will sit off the pace here. The 5 has about 3 or 4 points higher than the class pace rating at Monmouth on this turf course. Mile and a 16th. The 5, Dazzling Truth, is a morning line, 8-1. And on top of that, Dazzling Truths, we've got Dazzling Truths here whenever Stats wants to work. I'm using Stats Race Lens if y'all don't follow along very often. And we have the 8 at Monmouth right now, 7-1. We got the 8 and the 6. Sorry, I'm watching that right now. Let me share that. We got the 8 and the 6 right here. Are the 2 horses we have in the tournament. The 8's fighting back. Here we go. We got the exact either way. The 8 held on. Hot damn. It's our second entry. Normally I don't do that, but 7-1, Lane Luzzy and Ken Sweezy. Good on y'all. That's our second entry. Right now we're sitting in. Now since it's a, a follow along, I'll let y'all know where I'm at. The first race, I had 9 and 6 at Belmont 6. The 6 didn't do anything. C'est magnifique for some of y'all there that speak French. And Belmont, in my first entry, I had the 9 who came second, was 8-1. So I'm in 63rd in my entry 1. In 166 out of 400 in my entry 2 that has the 8 here. Not many people, actually I lied. A couple people that did have the 4, the favorite last race, had the 8. So hopefully I'm in the top 50 for that. I'm going to get back to it because I'm all over the place. The 5 that we have, Dazzling Truths, 7-year-old gelding out of Yes It's True, and include Dam. The Dam has 42% in the money out of 73% positive ROI, almost an $11 median win dollars. The horse has been off since March for Frank Russo, going all weather to turf, 20%, it's 5 starts. Nick Juarez aboard, 23% winners in the last 10 days. This horse has won 7 times out of 27 starts on the turf, 12 of 27 in the money. 5 starts at Monmouth, one on the turf, so 20% winners for this horse at Monmouth. On Sunday, June 4th, Episode 3, first live long shot is Monmouth Park, Race 8, number 5, Dazzling Truths, morning line 8-1. I'll let y'all know what this horse pays too at Monmouth since we've made this a live long shots with a long shot on top. And yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. And then with that said as well, we're gonna go Belmont Park, race 9. Belmont Park, race 9. What is going on here with the Wi-Fi? We have Belmont Park, race 9. The number 2, Two Chuckles, which is a morning line 10-1. For selection 4, could end up being only the third active one. Our horse paid $16.60, $660 in the tournament. We're going to just update that right now. And we got the place money on the other one. Congrats, Lane, on the win there. We're in 25th in our second entry and 87th in our first entry. And Belmont Park is the next one, 5 minutes of post. We've got the 5 and the 1. But Belmont Park race 9 on Sunday. We have race 9. I don't know if this horse is going to go off at 10-1, honestly, between all of us. But this horse, Two Chuckles, in a 7 furlong maiden claiming race, has the second highest late speed figure. It's tied with Mr. Busta, Bustin' Stones. Those kind of screwed me over. I made a statement on Stallion New York Showcase Day that those Bustin' Stones can't win on the front end or win route races. I love Bustin' Stones, but they're a little bit more meatballs for me in speed races, speed horses, but got proved wrong in that race. So I don't know if I want to go against this 3, but Two Chuckles, Lasix on. First time Lasix for Chris Englehart, 14%. This horse is laid off since January. Has hit the board 2 of 4 times on the dirt. going route to sprint, so cutting back in distance. 23% for Chris making that move, and ran 20%. Actually, route to sprint, he's 77% positive ROI. So I'm gonna lean on that as the additional angle. Is a little bit of a layoff for the two, but the two had a gate work in May, a couple gate works, so should hit the board morning line 10-1 in this field. And then our final race, which is going to be Santa Anita race 7. This is a turf race in race 7 at Santa Anita on Sunday. And race 7 is a mile allowance optional claiming $80,000 optional tag. There are 9 horses in this race. The 4 and the 8 will be out on the front end. I was torn between 2 horses, Sambura the 5, which is a morning line 6-1, but for me the value is in this 9, morning line 10-1. Our third live long shot in episode 3 on Sunday. Should be the 5th total. We may only end up with 4, most of them on Sunday though. I'm perfectly fine with that. This 9, we got 2 minutes at Belmont Park, by the way. All right, this 9 ran at Santa Anita on May 6th, came 7th. Didn't really have much run, and that was a mile and an eighth. Was passing horses, but was 10.5 lengths back at the start. The race before that, and actually that was, no, the race before that is where he ran and finished 6th, kind of flattened out a bit in an allowance optional, 80,000 at this level as well. A mile was a first-time gelding reported that day. But this is a Malibu Moon out of Ain't No Tellin', a Dynaformer mare, long on the turf. This Dynaformer mare has had three foals, 16 starts out of 3 foals. 10 of them are this horse. 56% in the money, 7% positive ROI, $17 median win dollars. This horse is 10-1, which would be 22 median win dollars, or 22 win dollars. Phil D'Amato, though, trained 23% on the surface. We have Edwin Maldonado riding. And Malibu Moon, 11% winners on the turf, 33% in the money. I think the class in this horse is a lot better than the rest in this field. And 2 for 5 in the money on the turf in general. 1 for 2 at this distance. And 1 for 4 in the money at Santa Anita. So this horse should be running late. Sit him off the pace, not too far back there, Edwin. Don't sit off, 10 lengths back. Sit more like 5 to 6, and you got keep yourself clear, and you got a horse in hand. Morning line 10-1. So that's going to be our final horse this weekend. Santa Anita race 7, number 9, Tidal Forces. Morning line is 9-1. We're going to go recap through these. We got 2 entered for Saturday, 3 for Sunday. 1 may pull out and scratch out because of the also eligible. I hope it draws in. First race, Delaware Park, race 6 on the turf. Also eligible, number 11 in her cups. Morning line is 12-1. Delaware Park on Saturday, race 8, number 2, my friend Linus, horse for the course here. Morning line is 8-1. On Sunday on the turf, Monmouth race 8, number 5, Dazzling Truths. Morning line is 8-1. Belmont Park, 2 Chuckles, number 2. Morning line is 10-1. And the horse that I like the most is going to be this. If it's not the 11 doesn't draw in on Saturday. The horse I like the most is going to be the 9 here. Santa Anita, race 7, number 9, Tidal Forces. Morning line is 10-1. All of these over 8-1, but the cutoff for me is 6-1. Everything else I saw was like 7-2, 4-1. So they did not make the cut. These are 5 horses that I like as live long shots. Episode 3, June 3rd and 4th, first weekend. Great thing about next weekend is we got Belmont Stakes weekend. So live long shots episode 4 will include Belmont Stakes Day. So look for that. Once again, my name's Dave. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following along. If you watch everything I put out, I don't expect anyone or most people to watch everything, but live long shots comes out once a week. Morning line 6-1 and greater for live long shots over the weekend. I put out almost daily, mostly Wednesday through Sunday. Uh, Full track selections, pick 4 previews. We got Penn Mile tonight. I've got the 5 and the 1 here at Belmont. The 5 in the pick 4. It's cold into here is my top selection in the pick 4. We need to run this horse down. We're not going to do that though. It doesn't look like the 8's going to win. Captivating Kara. But follow me at Twitter, on Twitter at Therostat. Follow me on, subscribe to our channel at Therostat on YouTube. Like this video, follow along, subscribe so you can get live long shot updates when this podcast hits. I'm going to try to get them done Friday afternoons so you can get them before the weekend. Talk to your local track to make sure these morning lines come out more than just a day and a half in advance so I can get this out sooner. But good luck this weekend if you're playing along, if you're following along. If not, have a great weekend. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And watch for next weekend when we post our Belmont Stakes weekend live long shots episode 4. Cheers. We'll talk soon and let's cash some tickets.